Good morning, everyone. This is Molly the Kush RN, and you've reached Conversations with Kush. Today we have a really special show for you. We are doing something a bit different. I am co-producing a fashion show called Smoking on the Runway that will be on May 22nd, hook and ladder from 6 to 11. So make sure you look for tickets for that. Today I'm sitting down with some of the designers from the show, and I'm honored to be sitting down with Mr. KB Baller from Provider. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank
you for being here.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Your brand is very well known in the Twin Cities, so it's one of, I've been a fan since seeing the show last year and seeing your designs in the show.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, so tell me a little bit about Provider and how that came to be.
Provider, so it's called Provider, but we got it abbreviated, PRVDR. Yep. That's what the name and the logo kind of looks like. And Provider is just something that I wanted to do different. You know, I love fashion. I always love fashion, but I also wanted to give customer a different experience once they walk into the store. You know, so we was intentional on the layout, how we wanted it to look, and also something that caters to men. You know, not to be a sexist about it, but female had a lot of options when it came to store. So I just wanted to do something that would cater to streetwear when it came to men. So that's why I came up with Provider brand.
I want to challenge you though, because I feel like in streetwear, women are actually one piece that's lacking. Yeah. I feel like streetwear is not designed for us. If we want to wear streetwear and tap into that, to that vibe, we often have to like alter the clothing, you know, to make it fit our bodies and stuff a little bit better. So I really want to challenge people to look at women's bodies and see how designs could fit onto to a woman's body a little bit more easily. Yeah. Well,
I said that though, but in the same token, like most of the designs, it's kind of a unisex design, right? It's not, I didn't want to make it into like a male and female store where I had dresses and, you know, so I wanted to make sure like if a female walking in, she can get a nice hoodie. You know, she can wear the jeans. So that was intentional how I wanted it to look and feel. So, and I have like the last show we did, we had females wearing the racking the gear as well. So yeah, it is a unisex, but it's more catered to like that streetwear oversized fit, and you can still cut it as well too. Yeah. So yeah.
And don't let me influence you at all. I'm just putting that out there to the universe for everyone. I am a super big fan of your designs, and what I really love is that, you know, you're local to us.
Yes,
and so,
definitely. Yes.
You know, I think that's really important for people to be out there expressing themselves through fashion or, you know, their artwork that they do or music and whatnot. So tell me a little bit about what inspires you and what you want to bring forward with Provider.
I think Provider, my brand, is mostly, like you said, it's a local brand, but it's also kind of like a community brand. You know, like I want that to be more of a community, and our location, Uptown, is set up that way. Yeah. You know, so I have some local brands in there as well. So it's not just the Provider brand that's in the store. So not everybody have the opportunity or the option to have their own brick and mortar location. Right. So ideally, it was one of the things that I pride myself into, to have some local brands have their product in the store as well. Yeah. So make it into like a community shop, you know, so guys can bring stuff, drop it off, and when we sell it, come and pick up your money. So that was another intention on why we did it that way.
That's dope. I really like that too. And I think that fosters, you know, for people to also know that when they are using those creative juices and stuff that they find and putting forward their art, that they have places like Provider where they can, you know, actually get paid for it. Right, so thank you for that great work.
Definitely. and I don't think not too many people really know about it, but I would like to put that out there too. So we do have our retail space available for local brands to actually bring their product in there as well too. So
awesome. Yeah, that's great. Tell me about some of the looks we're gonna see from Provider in the show this year.
This is actually one of the looks you're gonna see. We have 3 different colors. And I have some different hoodies and sweaters that we're gonna design for the show as well. So that's the plan for the looks you're gonna see. So we have the oversized hoodie with the sweatpants to go with it. We have 3, like I said, we have 3 colors. We have this color right here. We have the black wash, and we're gonna have a green looking color as well too.
Got you. So, yeah. What are some of your creative inspirations? Where are you drawing from to come up with designs and with your logo? And
Well, we wanted the logo to be kind of simple.
Okay.
So that was one of the things that we wanted. And then you get people also talking about it. So when they see it, they see the PRVDR, they try to prevey, they try to, say, and then I just know it's provider. We just took all the vowels out of it to make it kind of simple.
Okay.
So that was that with the logo. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. Anything else that you want to portray to my audience about Provider, and where can we reach you at?
We're on Instagram. We have a website as well. So Instagram, you can find us at prvdr.mn. And then also on Facebook and on a website as well.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Well, since we have a little bit of time, we talked earlier off camera about your nonprofit.
Yes.
Yes, please tell my audience about that, because I think it's really beautiful what you're doing.
I appreciate that. So I do have a nonprofit. We've had this for about 3 years.
Okay.
It's called Next Gen Legacy. Started that to actually teach kids about entrepreneurship, and not just kids. Because one of the things that I realized through my journey is what you don't know, you don't know. So how can we give kids a different career path? I'm not saying don't go to college, but what if you couldn't make it to college?
Right.
What else can you do? You don't have to work at McDonald's. You can start your own business. I don't care if it's a lawnmower business. I don't care if it's just blowing snow. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, but make it into a career.
Right.
So my goal was to start something and start teaching kids how to start the business, how to get loans or grants, and go to kind of like a Shark Tank showcase. So you can actually go to your business, set up a business plan, and then we give you a grant to start your business. So whatever it's $500 or $1,000 just to get your bank account set up your LLC and get registered. So that's the goal behind the Next Gen Legacy nonprofit.
That's beautiful. How long has that been around?
3 years. 3 years we've been doing it. And then we'll also do some fun engagement stuff with kids.
Okay.
We have an event that we do once a year. It's called Ballers and Badges. So we have kids from high school, middle school, elementary, and then we have first responders. So we have cop, police will come out, we'll play basketball, they coach the kids, and everything is free food. So because I'm a first responder as well, I'm a firefighter. So,
I love that.
Yes, so I've been a firefighter for about 10 years now, over 10 years.
Okay.
So just giving kids also a different perspective when it comes down to first responder as well.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Where can people get tapped into that?
We do have a website as well. It's nextgen612.org. We are on there, and they can also follow us on Instagram as well too.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Appreciate
I'm really
it.
looking forward to seeing your designs.
Definitely.
And working with you going forward. Let's have a longer conversation.
I would love that.
All
I would love that.
Have a great day. Thank you.
You too as well. Thank you.
That's it for Conversations with Kush on this segment, and we'll see you soon. Hey everybody, we are here with Conversations with Kush. I'm Molly the Kush RN, and we are taping a really special segment today where we are interviewing some designers for the fashion show Smoking on the Runway, which will be May 22nd at Hook and Ladder from 6 to 11. So make sure to watch out for tickets. I have the pleasure of sitting down today with Miss Roxy Vale. She is from Camp Buzzkill. She's one of the designers of the show. Welcome, Roxy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me about you, how you got started in fashion.
I've spent a lot of time doing kind of fashion-y things. Like, I've always just had a very whimsical sense of style. Me and my twin always did, and we used to get picked on a lot for it. But then we just kept with it because that's just who we are. Yeah. And we kind of started out doing stuff just by modeling or taking pictures of ourselves and each other, and drawing pictures of outfits and stuff in our notebooks back in the day. And then it kind of just turned into me doing a lot more on like the modeling side of fashion. And then like my twin, London, they do a lot more of the actual craftsmanship of it.
Okay.
And yeah, the shop got started around like 2021.
Okay.
And I became a co-owner last year.
Okay,
so
awesome.
Yeah, it was initially London shop, but
okay.
And then I hopped on because that's what I do.
What a great. So you guys are twins.
We're twins.
Yeah, what a great collaboration between siblings, right?
Yeah, it's cool that we're actually twins that have like a similar style. Because a lot of twins try to be like the polar opposite of each other.
Yeah.
But we have our own styles, but we both like to be weird,
different, and rebellious is the word I would use.
Yeah, because I mean we grew up Catholic, so like
okay, yeah.
So I think that's probably why we had to wear a uniform for the first like I don't know, till we were like 15 or 16. We were always in Catholic school, so that's probably why we wanted to be more into fashion, but also like edgier fashion.
Yeah,
probably.
totally relatable. First of all, I am also a recovering Catholic, so it is not lost on me that 420 falls on Easter this year.
Blaze it and praise it.
Okay. And also, I'm someone that wears a uniform every day, so when I'm outside of the hospital, like I just want to express myself through clothing and design.
I can tell because I like you have a very like fun outfit on right now. Like, you like to experiment with a pop of color.
For sure, I love color and just.
The jacket also has that's a statement in itself.
Thank you.
And the shades,
thank you for
I love
seeing
it.
me, Roxy. That's so sweet of you. So you have a brick and mortar shop. Tell me about that. Where is it?
We sell at the Zen Arcade at Hook and Ladder.
Oh, perfect.
So
okay.
that's where we sell, and then we're working on getting into this other boutique out of state. And it's like called Goth Hippie Store. So I'm fingers crossed that we're able to do that. And then I'll be the second location. But right now it's just Hook and Ladder.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about your styles. What are you trying to bring forward with your clothing designs?
London and I pretty much wanted to bring a more maximalistic alternative style for more offbeat people, because a lot of the times we see people have clothing shops and they like the more simplistic designs, and which there's nothing wrong with that. But we've always just been more maximalistic with everything, and we missed like the early 2000s, 90s, 80s, like on back, where it was more DIY and over the top, and we wanted to bring more of those elements back. That's why they're upcycled clothing and handmade jewelry, and we try to be as DIY as possible. Okay. Because we want to, hone in on those styles of goth and, grunge and punk roots and everything like that. So and we have some more whimsical Y2K kind of styles too we're working on, because we do want to showcase stuff from all the different sides of like alternative, because to me alternative is more than just goth or dark styles. I consider the maximalistic bright bold styles also alternative, especially nowadays, because everything is beige and everything is homogenous, everything has to be very uniform nowadays. Like the color is gone, so somebody wearing your outfit, that's alternative to me, because that's not what society wants us to wear, right? So we're trying to we're such edgelords that we're still doing a lot of black stuff, but we're trying to do more with the colors as well, because we like all the whimsy and wonder. I
love the word edgelord. Like, can we just have like a moment for that word? Thank you for providing that outlet, because I feel like, not everyone wants to look the same, and I think that there is really a big push for like people to assimilate and look like each other and wear the same type of things. And so when I see people like you expressing themselves in a different way, I'm like, yes,
I get it, because I feel like a lot of it is fear, because there's a lot of people who look at me all the time and they're just like, I wish I could dress like that. And I just you can. It's not illegal. Nothing's stopping you besides you. You're your own worst enemy. But a lot of the times people will say like, well, when I was younger I wanted to dress like that, but now I'm too old. And no, I'm in my 30s and I'm not going to stop. Like, what am I going to do? Eventually just stop being awesome. Just decide, you know what? I've had enough awesome for a lifetime. I'm just going to put it on the shelf.
I can't do it anymore.
No.
Tell me a little bit about the jewelry.
A lot of our jewelry, well, I'm wearing some of it. Okay. Right now I'm wearing our ball chain. It's we like to do a lot of puns. So this is this little spider. So it's the macabre web collection. And this was actually hand drawn by London in their notebook. And then it got turned into jewelry.
Okay, cool.
And a lot of our jewelry is, we have like a few more simple pieces, but we do incorporate a lot of chain and silver and safety pins. And that's just kind of been our signature with clothes and jewelry, is adding that element and bringing that. And we want it to be more versatile too. Gotcha. Because in the early days of Camp Buzzkill, it was, we had a different person, our friend Mars, who made jewelry, and their jewelry style was a lot different. Okay. And we loved it. But then but that was back when Camp Buzzkill was making more one-of-one items. So,
Got you.
But when we were like, oh, we have to make multiples to sell, we decided to go the more silver route because that's just what more alternative people tend to like, silver.
Yeah.
I want to incorporate gold, but it's also more expensive to make.
Sure.
We're still DIY and broke. So we also go with what we can afford too.
Yeah. Don't put that word out into the universe, though.
That's true.
You're struggling, but it's okay. You're going to get there.
I'm only broke at the moment.
Exactly.
My money is there. I just have to find it.
The abundance is coming in. It's coming.
Yeah, it's there. I just have to find it. I just have to find it. That's all.
So you have, it looks like you offer chokers.
Yeah, we have chokers and necklaces, bracelets, earrings, waist chain. We have a waist chain that has like giant safety pin, like this large of safety pins.
I love a great waist chain.
Yeah, we have the balaclavas, but that's more headwear, not really jewelry.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna work on more stuff.
Okay.
As we can make it.
Tell me what kinds of designs we're gonna see at the show from Buzzkill.
Camp Buzzkill.
Camp Buzzkill.
Yeah, we're gonna see a lot of probably this shirt is one of our shirts. This is our Skelly Duval shirt.
Cute.
And they're gonna be wearing a balaclava, which is just it has the word Buzzkill on the back, and it has little like devil horns on it.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna probably have one of them wear like one of our beanies, this is one of ours, our Fed Up beanie.
Okay.
And I believe that they're going to be wearing one of our designs, the Kill the Noise t-shirt, which is like a splatter paint kind of shirt. And
cool.
Even today, another one is wearing one of our shirts called the Mona Lisa Bile shirt. And it's just like covered in like reattached by safety pins.
Okay.
I don't know, you'll see it.
Okay. I'm excited.
It's hard for me to describe things, but I do the best I can.
No, that's great. That's great. I'm excited for it. Is this your first time in the show?
I've never done a fashion show for the brand ever. This is
Okay.
our first fashion show ever.
gosh.
Like, this is all
Awesome.
very new to me. Like, I've only been vending for about a year.
Okay.
And yeah, for the longest time, our shop was just on Depop. And then it became a website, and then I was starting to do like real life stuff.
Yeah.
And this is all my first rodeo.
Look,
So,
Roxy.
my first podcast, first
Yeah.
fashion show. I'm throwing my first event in June.
Okay, tell us about it.
It's called Buzzed Out, and it's going to be at Hook and Ladder.
Okay.
June 21st it's in the afternoon from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Awesome.
And we're going to have a couple of live bands, a DJ playing, a Buzzed Out like fashion show, and we're going to have somebody doing corpse paint, like face painting at the booth or whatever. Yeah, so it's going to be kind of fun, and Retro Bakery is going to be vending there too. So
I'm excited for you. Yeah.
I'm excited. I've never thrown an event before in my life.
You're like on the verge of everything. Like,
I know.
You're just on the verge.
It was
love
crazy
that for you.
figuring out like how much needs to be done to throw an event. Like there's like so much stuff. Like you have to do stuff. That's crazy. Hate it.
You're here though. You're doing it. So what's next after this? What are you hoping to accomplish through Camp Buzzkill? Do you want to have your own brick and mortar? Do you
Yes. London and I talk about that all the time. We're just like, one day we will have our own store, and it'll be able to it'll be wall to wall Camp Buzzkill. It's an entire Buzzverse, and it'll be our thing that'll actually support us and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to do that and just leave our mark in the culture, however we can, because there's really very little like Black representation in the alternative community, at least in a large scale. But we exist, and we've always been here, and I just want to show that there's more of us that you can support.
Yeah.
And some of us who didn't abandon the whole DIY roots, you know, because I get it. A lot of times people are more into the like fast fashion kind of thing. And I get it, it's more affordable because our stuff is kind of pricier because we do it by hand. But it's got to remind people that it's out there.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I love too is that you're repurposing things too, right? You're taking things that are already in existence, and instead of, that ending up in some landfill, you're taking it and you're reshaping it with your own artistic eye. So
yeah, we do that and offer commissions for that too. Like you could send something of yours personal to, and London will give it a Camp Buzzkill makeover,
Nice.
and then you don't have to throw it away.
How did it go? The Buzzverse? Was that
Buzzverse.
the Buzzverse.
The universe, but the Buzzverse.
You heard it here first, people. They're creating the Buzzverse.
Mm-hmm. If you're hearing this now, you've already been incepted. You're in the Buzzverse now.
That's awesome. Tell my audience where they can find you, Roxy.
You can find me, you can find it at Camp Buzzkill on everything. Or you could find me personally, just on It's Roxy Vale on everything. It's the same, pretty consistent.
Okay, cool. And where can people buy? So do they have to come to the Zen Arcade to buy the clothing and the jewelry?
Nope. You can shop on our website, which is campbuzzkill.bigcartel.com. And it's linked on all of our bios, so I know that's a mouthful. Once we can afford a .com, believe me, there will be a campbuzzkill.com.
It's the next piece in the Buzzverse, right?
Mm-hmm. Become a .com.
So you heard it here first. Thank you for being here, Roxy.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. I can't wait to see your designs at the show, and I'm really excited for the things that you've got going on. I love to see, as you spoke about, different perspectives, and I love to hear those voices coming through because I think they're really important. And you know, when you can put your voice out there, someone is going to tap into it and they're going to be like, yes, I relate to that. So it's really important that you're here and that you're in the show and that you're doing what you do. So thank you for your important work.
Thank you for having me, and thanks for finding it important.
Yeah, for sure. So that's it for this segment of Conversations with Kush. Peace. Hey everyone, I'm Molly the Kush RN. You've reached Conversations with Kush podcast. Today we're having an incredible show. We're doing something a little different today. We are interviewing designers and models for the Smoking on the Runway fashion show that will be coming up May 22nd at Hook and Ladder from 6 to 11. So be sure to watch my socials for the links to tickets. You can also access our website at www.sotrmn.org if you'd like to be a vendor, a sponsor, an artist, a designer, or a volunteer. So check us out. Today, I'm with two of the models, both gorgeous. We have Joe and Mai. So thank you for being here, guys. Mai, tell us who you are and how long you've been modeling and...
Okay. My name is Mai Vang, and I have been modeling for officially 3 years now as a runway model. I also do like talent scouting as well and model management too.
Awesome.
So.
Okay. Yeah. And you mentioned earlier that you have your own business. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yep. So my business is called My Business Incorporated. It, of course, uses my name, so MAI, and then Business Inc. I've been in business for almost 3 years now. I've scouted models, I do model coaching, business consultant, I build websites, comp cards. For a minute there, I was like the mom of the model scene for a second.
Awesome. The den mother, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. How long have you yourself been modeling?
I have been modeling for 3 years. So I started, my first ever fashion show was for Fashion Week Minnesota in April of 2022.
Okay. What do you find most rewarding about it? What do you like the most?
The confidence boost, you know, that, and then also just meeting amazing people like Joe.
Yeah. All right, Joe, let's hear from you. Tell us your name, how long you've been modeling.
My name's Joe Lenway, and I've been modeling on and off for about 4 years or so.
Okay.
Kind of started out in Kansas, went to California, and now I'm back here trying to get my foot in the door. So.
Okay. Is this where you're from?
Yep.
Okay.
Born and raised.
Great.
And I've been moving around a little bit, so.
Okay.
Good.
How many times have you done the show? Because this is, I think, the 4th installment of the show.
Yep. I think I've done 3 out of the 4. I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't remember.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure 3 out of the 4, but everyone was good.
Okay,
That's all I can remember.
cool. What designers do you like working with?
I do like working with provider. Really anyone that can accommodate to my size of clothes is really helpful because it's hard to find clothes. So if an artist has it, I can buy it and I can wear it. So.
It's great to see images of guys like you, right? Tall, larger sized, feeling comfortable in their skin and wearing like these beautiful designs from people. So yeah, it's awesome.
Trying to do it for the big fellas out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right.
How about you, Mai? Who are you looking forward to working with? I see you're wearing some of the designs already. You've got Camp Buzzkill chain on, and
yes. So Roxy, obviously.
Yeah.
This is her design. I was gonna say I just worked with so many different designers, so it's amazing to just work with anyone who wants to put anything on me. I like different looks, dresses, 2-pieces, swimwear, t-shirts, streetwear, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I really I love that the designers are local.
Yes.
And I love that it's streetwear. And I am always looking forward, and I said this to KB earlier, to have streetwear catering a little bit more to women, because I feel like a lot of times it's either unisex or geared towards men.
Yes.
And so I love to see streetwear that's really catered towards women and like fits our bodies and looks good on our bodies, and we're not having to like tie a knot and some shit, like it's comfy. Yeah. And just something you can rock when you're out and about, right?
Yes.
So I asked you guys earlier, talk a little bit about, because my show's about destigmatizing cannabis, talk a little bit about your personal relationship with cannabis.
I would say I started when I was 15.
Okay.
And I've been stuck since then. I would say like the first time that I've ever experienced cannabis was when I was 15, and I was like, you know what? Let's just try this, that was the same day that How High came out. So
nice.
I got high and went to go watch How High.
Perfect.
So it's calming. It's not only is it just calming, like it also helps with like, us women who goes through pain. It helps with like pain relief and stuff.
Of course.
It's so relaxing.
Yeah. How about you, Joe?
Kind of the same thing, a little different. I absolutely love smoking and going to the gym. Perfect. I don't know how to explain it. I get really focused and have a great time.
I think that's actually really common. I hear a lot of gentlemen talking about that, especially like they use cannabis before they go work out. Like it helps keep them focused. It makes that mind-body connection. I think that's really important, and then helps with recovery too, right?
Right. And majority of the gentlemen go a little too crazy on the milligrams of caffeine, so it balances out.
Sure.
You might have the face tingles, but you're totally calm, collective, going crazy up here, but outside you look just fine. So it's nice. Cool.
And do you always smoke?
I do dabs, smoke flower. Edibles are a little different.
Yeah.
Like smoking, I can stop. Edible, you're kind of buckled in for whatever happens, and if you didn't eat, it is what it is.
Here's one thing I'll introduce to you guys, because I'm a cannabis nurse. Think about doing like topicals or tinctures or, suppositories even for females. They help with period pain or endometriosis if you're struggling with that. But like topicals are really nice for that recovery time, right? We talked about. Just some other options out there. I always want to open people's minds up a little bit to like the options that they have in cannabis, and you don't have to be locked into one thing. So
and it's not as bad of a thing. Like there's a lot of very helpful.
Yeah, it's medicine, Joe.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
However we decide to use it, whether it be a patient that's using it to access medical dosing, or whether it's someone that's hitting dabs at a party. Like we're all using cannabis to treat our own set of symptoms. And sometimes, even if that's just euphoria, like what's wrong with being happy and having a happy life? Like absolutely nothing. What do you do outside of modeling, Joe?
Well, I do pipe fitting.
Okay.
I do security on the side.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, I do personal security.
Okay.
And some celebrity stuff. So.
Awesome. I'm gonna need a bodyguard real soon, so I'll be hitting you up.
You should let me know. I'm there. I'm available. Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys walk the show, and it's gonna be fun. We are gonna have so much fun, you guys. Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait, and I can't wait to smoke with you guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Absolutely.
All right. So, real quick before we go, tell my audience where they can find you.
Okay. My security page is Big Joe Security 96, and our fashion brand is Outcast.
Oh.
I'm working with my cousin. We're starting up a brand.
Talk about it. No, we got to talk about this.
Okay. I didn't know if we're ending it.
No.
You're about to be a designer.
Yes, Joe, come on.
My cousin started a brand called Outcast.
Okay.
And the slogan's "We don't fit in."
Awesome.
So shout out to all the Outcasts out there.
Hell yeah.
You can find them on Instagram at Outcast, and that's really it.
And one of my favorite bands.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, group, I guess.
Great group.
So with me, you could find me on Instagram at myfit_myjourney. And that's MAI. And my business page is mybusinessinc.com. And yeah.
Okay. You heard it here first, guys. So look for us at the fashion show. We're actually doing a mini fashion show this Sunday, 4/20 at Zen Garden. It will be at 6:30, so come check us out. And then the larger fashion show will be happening again May 22nd at Hook and Ladder from 6 to 11. So that's it for Conversations with Kush. Peace. Okay. Hey everyone, I'm Molly the Kush RN, and you've reached Conversations with Kush. Today we have a special segment for the podcast. We are talking about smoking the runway. It is a fashion show. It is now, guys, 4 years running, or the fourth installment, I guess I should say.
The fourth installment, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of years that we've had multiple shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be the second year in August.
Okay. So tell me about what Smoking the Runway is, and what are you trying to convey with Smoking the Runway?
Smoking on the Runway, what it is, it's a great infusion using fashion as a driver for like cannabis. So what we're doing is using cannabis and fashion to bring people together. What we've seen it is artists, we've seen businesses come, we've seen a lot of people just wanting to collaborate using their same passions with fashion, and cannabis being at the center of it, and community.
Yeah, Smoking on the Runway is a collaborative effort between artists and people that are in the industry, and just like kind of celebrating the creative side of cannabis. Like for me, I know that it's always kind of stimulated that creativity, and it's always been a crossover as if it's just one and the same kind of thing.
Right.
So it's like that culture and just celebrating all of that and bringing us creatives together.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a really fun event. So
Just have a great time. You see.
yeah, it's about creating the vibe around it, and just like, you know, having an outlet for that.
And I think what's really important is that, you know, I hear people talking about, you know, doing what you do well, and then just like inviting cannabis into that space, right? Versus like having a big party where people are getting drunk, or, you know, just being able to kind of, you know, cannabis is such a heart opener, I guess, a heart and a head opener. So where we can really like let that veil drop and tap into our creative side, or tap into community, or, you know, tap into the energy that's buzzing around us, right? Exactly. So yeah, I'm super excited. I went to the show last year at Earl Giles, and man, I never felt so alive. I feel like it was very exciting and stimulating. Fun. Yeah.
It's a fun event.
So I'm really looking forward to this year, and to be able to be a part of it has been really awesome. So thank you guys for including me.
And we're happy to have you.
Yeah.
It's been really fun to just watch it grow into what it has, and like organically grow.
For sure.
The way that it has, and the kind of support that we're getting from the community, both the cannabis side of things and the creatives, and just, kind of creating a kind of a cultural artistic event. Yeah. Creative event.
For sure.
Yeah.
And one thing I do want to add to that is, with all the energy and the fun that comes with it, one aspect that we like to add is the educational. A lot of the people who do come out there are new to it. Just like myself, maybe 2-3 years ago, everybody knows like, oh no, I enjoy cannabis, but you know, you may not know about the industry, about the communities, or about some of the other people involved, and some of the other uses of the plant, and that's one of the things that we definitely try to highlight. So the fun, and it's also a great way to destigmatize it. You know, definitely, and also promote a lot of these same fashion initiatives with sustainability using hemp. So I think those are some great aspects to it, while also getting to enjoy the greatness, as you guys perfectly put it, you know, adding to the culture, but we also have those other sides to it.
Yeah. I love it. I don't need that, but Kara might.
Yeah, so come out to the show.
Yeah. So make sure to hit up the show again. It's May 22nd at Hook and Ladder from 6 to 11. Also, please access the website. It's www.sotrmn.org. If you'd like to be a vendor or a sponsor or an artist for the show, we have our models already. Designers are
Actually, we're just looking for sponsors at
just
this point.
sponsors.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. If you'd like to sponsor the event, then please hit up the website.
And we have a few sponsorship options. If you would like to help support and make an impactful change in the cannabis and fashion community, we do take financial sponsorship. If you would like to get your brand out there, we do take product sponsorships. We like to put that into gift bags for our VIP, for our models, for our volunteers, and for everybody who does come out there. And third, if you have services that you would like to kind of put out there, if you're an educator, if you do any printing services, and if you would like to share your skills with us, we would love that too.
Here's one thing I want to ask. Can you guys give any insights as to who might be performing at the show?
We have a few artists who will be at the show. Very big names.
Very big names, people.
And some great local artists too.
Yes.
Up and coming, very well known in some big names. So it's going to be a great variety. I'm not going to give too much.
Yeah, let's not give it away.
So,
but I'm just saying.
Definitely keep in touch. Follow us at Smoking on the Runway on IG. No G after smoking, and IN. So follow us for more updates. We'll definitely let you guys know who's going to be involved, and come to the show to really get to see and experience it.
Hey, Dual, just mention quickly what ticket prices are and make sure that we get the link out to people.
So you can find ticket links at thehookminneapolis.com. And tickets are $100 for VIP, which comes with seating and a gift bag. We also have general admission for $40 and standing room for $20. So awesome. We have a great variety, so hope to see you there.
And Hook and Ladder is such a great venue too. I mean, there's a lot of space, and I just
it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, I envision walking down the aisles and then moving around, and everyone, no matter where you're at in the place, you're gonna get a good view of the models and the designs. So
yeah, it's gonna be really nice.
And the artists.
They have the Zen Lounge in the background there, and then the whole outside area to where people can just come in and out to smoke as they please.
Yeah.
So there's no issues in that regard.
That is a great smoking place. Yeah.
Games too. So
and games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Artists, games, creatives.
You guys, did a little bit for everybody. We'll
have
some painting, some live painting.
Yeah, live painting.
Oh, cool.
We're not gonna disclose who. So.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, but it's gonna be fun.
Were you gonna say one last thing, Kara?
If I was, elsewhere.
She lost it.
We're gonna come back around for that later.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say the VIP bags.
Yeah.
They're so over the top. For $100, we really load those things up with lots of goodies because we have amazing sponsors.
Yeah.
And the vendors contribute to it too sometimes. So
Sweet.
we've had our VIP bags worth over $300, I think.
Awesome.
For a couple of shows. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great.
Not to say that that's what's going to happen this time. It might even be more than that. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see how generous people want to be.
You're going to have to show up. You're going to have to show up to see. So I can guarantee you, if you do, though, it's going to be an incredible time and you're going to enjoy yourself. So yeah, if you're into fashion at all, if you're into cannabis, this is a perfect spot to be.
All the arts. We'll have performing arts. We're going to have painting, all
visual
that.
Arts,
yep. All of it. Covering all the bases.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks, guys.
Thank
you.
you.
Again, it's www.sotrmn.org if you'd like to be a sponsor, and then just watch for our social posts on IG. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you, Molly.
All right.